After the Summer and Winter Olympic Games, you can argue that no single sporting event unites the globe like the FIFA World Cup. Bitter rivals, underdog nations, and innumerable side stories come together under the banner of soccer to provide a spectacle rarely seen in sports. With South Africa as the stage, the latest World Cup event will soon provide all the kicks of its predecessors. But does the latest entry in EA's FIFA franchise elevate its game enough to garner your attention?
Nothing beats the pride and the passion of turning out for your country, for all the millions of fans back home. You just never forget it.
The victory is found in truth, like innocence found in youth. Self-defeat is your own dispute.
Along with the standard modes you'd expect, the game delivers two new modes that complement the FIFA World Cup especially well: the Story of Qualifying and Captain Your Country modes. As typical for the franchise, the modes provide you with plenty of ways to get in the game, but while changing history in the Story of Qualifying and writing it in the World Cup modes will feed your FIFA need, it's Captain Your Country that stands out as the defining single-player experience. In this mode, which Euro 2008 fans will recognize well, you either create a new player, import your own FIFA 10 Virtual Pro, or assume the role of an existing top player as you take the helm of your specified team. With co-op play for you and up to 3 other friends, the mode provides a unique take on the long and arduous road to World Cup greatness. It's fun, and it feels pretty hardcore as you have to truly understand your player's role and be productive at it in order to achieve milestones in advance. Man of the Match player ratings are updated on the fly to give you instant feedback regarding your performance, while goals for each outing contribute to an addictive experience that you'll find hard to walk away from. If you do walk away, FIFA aims to bring you back to relive those very same moments with over 50 scenario-based challenges in the Coke Zero Story of Qualifying and Story of the Finals mode. In addition to reliving various moments from the 2010 qualifying campaign and the 2006 FIFA World Cup, the free live service will be updated continually for you to replay the FIFA 10 World Cup moments throughout the tournament. When you connect to Xbox Live or PSN, the game offers standard head-to-head matches along with the first ever full and authentic FIFA World Cup online tournament. The quest for glory takes place against real-world players and begins in the group stage, where you strive to make the top 2 teams and persist through the knockout rounds, where you'll be 4 wins away from being crowned 2010 FIFA World Cup champ. They're basically the online tournament modes you played before, but with the World Cup window dressing thrown in for added impact. The mode ties in with the Battle of Nations, where points are accumulated to determine which country has the best players, making the matches all the more important for the particularly patriotic.
Oh, and the keeper had all the time in the world to deal with that.
The game's tagline is "Everyone can play," and the focus on mass appeal is evident in the game itself. FIFA World Cup South Africa introduces a 2-button control scheme that allows those unfamiliar with FIFA's robust list of maneuvers to pass and shoot while the adaptive AI keeps them in the game. The simple control scheme actually attempts to grow with the player as it weans newcomers off a 2-button scheme by slowly introducing them to new moves and more difficult shots and passes. Welcoming as it is to novices, though, there's little new in the way of new gameplay to entice veterans of the franchise. Once you get past the fanfare, it feels like basically the same game of FIFA 10 running under the hood.
Hit first time! Extraordinary!
For the hardcore FIFA fan, EA has implemented a new penalty kick system that does away with the old rock, paper, scissors approach in favor of a more complex system designed around a sliding composure meter and analog targeting. The player's composure rating significantly impacts the meter, while stutter shots and various kick types add numerous options to your arsenal, making this glorified minigame an engaging part of the experience. You control your keeper by choosing to dive early and span the width of the goal, or waiting for the shooter to show his intent as you dive to make the save at the last moment. The goalies will use their entire body to try and make the save, and once again, player rankings determine just how efficient they are at doing so. Lastly, new home and away tactics ensure that underdog teams hold their own by playing defensively on the road and adjusting strategies to capitalize on a home field advantage. Beyond that, the enhanced game engine now employs altitude effects that impact both air resistance and player stamina, making the location of your match just as much of a factor as the players themselves. These additions are nice, but FIFA veterans won't find too much new here other than the opportunity to show off their skills as they head online for access to all 199 participating nations and the first ever authentic FIFA World Cup online tournament. In our review of FIFA 10, we mentioned that the game's presentation fell a bit short of expectations. Well, consider that problem solved. You'll be hard-pressed to find a more festive game that offers such a clean, stylish look and a slick audio experience to immerse you in the atmosphere of one of the world's biggest sporting events.
You've got to cope with those pressures at a major tournament.
From the game's eclectic soundtrack to the confetti-lined fields, the atmosphere is amped up and complete with fully modeled managers and seat card-waving fans that bring a broadcast quality to each and every match. The players themselves have seen a few slight upgrades, such as tweaked animations in the chest trapping and goalkeeping departments, while close-up cams accentuate the goal-scoring celebrations, and the World Cup-specific stadiums come alive with raucous crowds and keenly modeled pitches. Aside from the generic commentary, the game's presentation is nothing short of world-class.
Why is it when you catch a volley so sweet like they fly in the back of the net?
If you're the type of FIFA fanatic that gets downright emotional about the real-life World Cup, then you'll no doubt enjoy this full-price tie-in if you got the cash to burn. But if you're satisfied with the already stellar FIFA 10 and plan on watching more World Cup action than actually playing once the real matches begin, then resist the hype and save your money for the next full entry in the franchise.
Keeping it just solid, healthy.